OKC is up 3-2 after winning Game 5 on Tuesday night.
So I hear what you guys got. What you guys think?
I think, at the end of the day, this is going to be one of the series that we'll talk about for a while now. I think this still has great potential to go to 7. And yeah, I agree with you 1,000%, Sean. I think Wemby has to be more aggressive, and statistically, it's shown in every game that he's got like less than 5 attempts or whatnot in like the first quarter. They haven't won that game, and that was exactly, I think, the quote during last game when he wasn't playing like his greatest in that first quarter. They kept mentioning that stat, saying when he doesn't get it going to start, it's kind of hard for them to come back. And I agree with that. I think if Wemby's not going to be the guy getting the offense going, getting it cooking, really, the Thunder are just too good of a team. We get in all the fouls and stuff, and yeah, I think some of them were pretty soft, no doubt about that. But like, there were some obvious foul calls, in my opinion. Like, there were some yeah, that was a foul. Like, and ones that the Spurs were complaining about, saying, hey, like, what is this? And I see both ways for some of them, but you kind of got to put that aside. You just got to play the game, right? Refs are going to do what they got to do, but like, you got to use that as fuel, at least use something, kind of to stop just that negative side of things, because that's just, going to put you in even worse against that good of a team. But yeah, other than that, I think this is going to be just a phenomenal Game 6 here. I think the Spurs come out dominant, and I do think Wemby ends up, showing off pretty well. I think he has a good start. Especially at home too. It's a little bit easier, I think, at home to kind of get going with the crowd. And San Antonio crowd's been, phenomenal so far. So I think he'll get cooking. I think they'll take Game 6, and I'm still sticking with my Spurs and to win the series here. But man, like, OKC's just look good. They've kind of figured out a little bit what to do with Wembanyama a little bit. I don't think they've completely figured him out. I think that's almost an impossible task to do. Well, I think they've got a pretty good game plan for him, and I think I'm very curious to see really how the start of Game 6 goes, because I think that will tell the whole story of the game there. If he can't get it going, then especially at home too. With that, if he can't get it going at home, it's going to be a tough one to win. So yeah, I'm gonna go with Spurs and 7 still, but yeah, again, a lot of kudos to the Thunder coaching staff and then everyone too for kind of come up with different game plans and how to maneuver with Wemby on the court.
I agree with that. I think Game 5, what I noticed was, they were just a little more physical with Wemby, not letting him get in the ball in that first quarter. They were okay with other guys like Champagnie taking threes or Vassell taking these threes, which you'll live with that. I think at the rate that they're making their threes, like for the Spurs, I think Game 6 is hopefully theirs. I want to see this go 7 anyway. So, that's just more basketball for us.
Yeah, facts. I would love for the series to go 7. What are you guys? What's predictions for Game 6? We're in San Antonio. Last time we were in San Antonio, they got the Nuns to come out, and help get momentum on their side, and that seemed to work out. So they need to call the Nuns back to take it back one more game to OKC. What you guys think?
So tell them we're gonna bet. Tell them get their courtside seats ready. I think Spurs are taking this one, like I mentioned.
Yeah, I think the Spurs take this next one. I gotta see the guys around Wemby play a little bit better though. Fox, Dylan Harper. I know he's a rookie, but you've shown you can play well in these kind of high pressure moments. And I just think if they are all kind of clicking, then it'll be a little bit easier for Wemby.